All right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of Always Wipe Front to
Back.
All right. So, in this episode, we're going to talk about what your first date should look like. I was scrolling around Instagram and I followed Dana Chanel. And I saw that her husband, Prince Donnell, if you don't know who Dana Chanel is, she's a very well-known Instagram socialite, a young entrepreneur, rich, blah, blah, blah. But her husband was writing about what your first date should look like. Just kind of like giving guys some pointers on what they can do to have a really good first date. So I'm going to read you the pointers that he gave. Number 1, take her to dinner and schedule it 2 weeks in advance. Don't ask any questions, take lead, and reserve a table for 2. The most important part is for you to randomly put it on her calendar so she can get the request and be surprised. Leave a note and say, "Can't wait to see you." Number 2, call the restaurant immediately after you schedule the dinner date and pay for flowers to be delivered to the table. Don't get roses. Every man buys roses. Instead, get lilies, orchards, I think that's supposed to say orchids, or jabreras. It'll show that you handpicked the flowers and the florist didn't help you. Number 3, on the day of the date, please get your car washed and clean the inside. Also, get some black ice air freshener so it smells good when she gets in the car. Make sure you pick up some cologne as well. Smell means everything to a woman. The better you smell, the better the date. Number 4, open her car door and any other door in her way. Chivalry always wins. If she tries to touch the door, run and get it before her. It'll show that you take pride in being a gentleman. Also, spend the extra $20 for valet if the restaurant offers it. Don't let her walk. Number 5, once y'all sit down, excuse yourself for a bathroom break and tell the front desk person to send the flowers to the table. Wait 5 minutes and then walk back to the table while she's flabbergasted by those beautiful flowers. All you say is, "I'm glad you love them." Number 6, ask her what she likes on the menu and order for her. It shows leadership, and I'm sure she won't mind. And when the bill comes, do not let her touch that bill. I wouldn't even suggest for you to look at the bill either. Just give the waitress your card. You know the price. Number 7, I totally forgot the most important part. Make sure you pray over the food. Not one of those short prayers. Actually pray and give thanks to God. This isn't to impress. It's to show your relationship with God and how that comes before anything. She should respect that. And number 8, end the night off by getting her home safe and sound. Once you make it home, send her a text by saying you enjoyed dinner and then send her an e-card with tickets to y'all next date in a week. Always stay ahead of the game and take lead. She's gonna love it. So now, what do y'all think about this date? Well, Brian, what do you think?
You should be.
What was wrong with the date? That was a really nice date. I would love for somebody to do that. I checked my calendar before we did this video. You ain't never put nothing on my calendar.
Guess what? I'm going to send you something in a minute.
What you going to send me?
It's X-rated.
Okay.
All I'm saying is, halfway through, I thought it was a joke. I don't know what's worse. The fact that somebody wrote this or the way you read it. Like, this dude is the goofiest dude I think I know. The problem that I have with that, Lachey, is that for the dude who needs that help, that's not even enough. Like, any dude who, has a good job, doesn't live at home with his mom and stuff like that, those niggas don't need help like this.
I don't think that's true, because I think there are plenty of men that make a substantial salary.
They don't know what to do?
Yes. They don't know what to do. Like,
hey, brothers.
Some people don't.
What? Come on now.
Some people don't know how to be romantic.
And make sure you wash your car inside and out. And get black ice. First of all, if he was even a dude that I would even talk to, he would fuck with leather or pine or something like that. Not fucking black ice.
I like black ice air freshener.
So you a basic bitch.
No. Okay, it is a bit strong,
Oh, nah, because I didn't say it, because I didn't called you out on that bullshit.
But I do like the leather.
Come
air
on
freshener,
now.
but most people don't know about that. But
Exactly.
anyway, getting to the point, you know, the bottom line
You
is,
what, B?
no, the bottom line is that is very thoughtful what he did. Like, he thought out
Corny
that
as fuck.
entire date.
Yeah.
And planned the second date. I think with the problem with a lot of men is
He ain't playing the fuck.
he probably did after all
No,
that.
when you get home and sitting there whatever text, and because she got a dude who's actually cool, that she's using the fuck right now. Yeah, you might be some dude that she want to settle down with, but you know, she also need to get rocked.
Okay, and what says that she's not rocking the dude?
Because that's niggas corny as hell.
That's not corny. See, that's the problem. Y'all men think that doing something nice for a woman is corny.
Hey, take a bathroom break. And that's when you go to the front desk and have her send the flowers over. Wait about 5 minutes, then walk over and say, I'm glad you enjoyed them. What the fuck? This is some corny. Like,
no, that is not corny. That is thoughtful.
You know what? I'm going to do that at the restaurant. The next restaurant we go to, and I'm going to diamond dash on your ass. I'm going to excuse myself.
Well, you do know we have the same bank account, so.
I'm so sorry. You're right.
You're not dashing.
You're right. Fair enough.
It's your money too. Anyway, the reality is, how many of y'all men are actually taking the time to really put some thought into a good or nice date for a woman? Okay? None of y'all. These women picking up your stank drawers, okay? Y'all go.
Why did drawers stinking?
Yeah. Your drawers stink.
No,
so,
don't say my drawers stink.
Yeah. Your drawers don't smell good. They probably stink down.
I was, actually.
Anyway, the reality is, as the relationship progresses and you guys get close, the woman is constantly expected to do. Y'all never, when you're going on vacation, who plans the trips out? The woman. When you're doing anything extra or extravagant, who does everything? The woman. Most of the time, who's paying all the bills or organizing everything in the household? The woman. So all we ask for you to do is to organize a date or two here and there and make us feel special. And y'all don't know how to do that.
Are you saying that I don't know how to do this?
When have you planned anything out strategically that I remotely even want to do?
What happened last night?
Nothing. We went to sleep. So, case in point, somebody that doesn't plan anything, and we've been married for 6 years and together for 16.
That's your strong.
No.
Remember what the pastor said? He was like, he had to learn, and you had to learn, ladies, if that's not what you do, the strong in that aspect.
Now, is it that you're not strong, or is it that you're making an excuse? If you know that this is something that your lady likes, or something that, you know that you haven't had a date night or whatever. It doesn't have to be as extravagant as what Prince Donnell did.
That nigga's a fuck nigga, so.
No, he's not. I think that was a very nice date, very well planned out. And if whatever man is going to do that, more power to you, okay? Any woman that enjoys it, great. But it could be something as simple as, I'll say, no, something that you did do. There was one day I came home. I was not expecting it. My husband knows I am going to turn into a crab. I love crabs so much. We are from Maryland, so maybe that's the natural thing. But anyway, I came home. I had a really long day at work. And he had a whole seafood extravaganza set for me. He had cooked dinner. He put lights in. We have a gazebo outside of our house. He had lights in there. He had really set the mood for me. And I was like, wow, that was really thoughtful. Like, and I had been telling him for years, we need to go on date nights. Now we have a 3-year-old son, and, we can't really get out as much as we would like to because we have our kid. So it was really nice of him to put our son to sleep, get all of that ready for me. And, we had a really nice date night. Now, getting to the point, I know that you have the capability of doing that. But he has the capability of doing it, but you don't do it often. And that's what I like. And you say that you know me better than anybody, which you do. So by knowing me more than anybody, and fellas, knowing your wife as much as you do, why don't you just do what she's asking your dumb behind to do?
I got you, fellas. First of all, check your tongue. Second of all, what happened? You just went out of town, right?
Yes.
On a business trip. You came back. What I do? Left you a symphony bar, the big symphony bar that you love, the toffee one, on your nightstand. Something like that. In and of itself is a date night. You weren't expecting that, but it was a nice. And by the way, and I told you that the night before, I went to the store and I bought a symphony bar for you. Ended up eating it myself, but I went back to the store and bought another one. So what does that show?
That you did something nice for me. Anyway, tell us what y'all think. Do you think that was a good date? What do you think your ideal first date is? For me, my ideal first date, here's what I don't want. I don't want to go to the movies because we're in the dark. I don't need you getting all handsy and nasty, and we can't even have a conversation or talk about anything in a movie theater. So, fellas, that is not the proper first date. Number 2. Dinner is great. We can talk and,
First of all, she didn't want the movies because you can't talk. Now she don't want to go to dinner because you're going to be talking.
No, I'm saying it's cliche. That's all I'm saying. Do something different.
Like what?
Like,
I thought I had your ass.
Okay, figure out what she likes to do. So for me,
so I gotta stalk this broad online or something like that.
And that's another thing. Y'all always texting and whatnot. You never get on the phone and talk to her.
Because you're gonna give me an ear beating.
The key to what's between her legs is between her ears.
No, it ain't. Get that broad some Tangeray or something. Like, come on, man. Come on now.
What's your ideal first date look like?
For real?
Mm-hmm.
I'm an introvert, so just being at the crib.
So you Netflix and chilling?
No, I'm probably watching like a UFC event or a movie or something like that, just getting some head. Like,
that's not a date.
Food. A date for who?
That's not a date. That's a sex session. So that's all you looking for?
Are you asking me like
on our first date or encounter? I wasn't doing that.
You obviously not. But I was also. We were in college different times. And I'm saying, you're asking me what my ideal date is as a 35-year-old married man?
Yes. No, let's say we get, God forbid, we get a divorce.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? You're 35 years old now. All right?
Mm-hmm.
What you doing on the first date with a chick?
I'm just trying to chill somewhere at home. Get some food, watch something on TV. Fuck.
Nobody's fucking you on the first date, sir.
You asked me what my ideal date your
idea is not happening.
By the way, what guys like? And you tell them to describe their first date, and they're like, and then just kiss on the forehead, and just till I see you tomorrow. The fuck? Why are we even going on this date? I'm trying to nail this broad.
My ideal first date, I like to do anything like interactive, like if we're exercising or running or something like that.
No, your hair.
I don't give a damn about my hair. No. If I'm working out.
If some nigga said you show up on a date and he said show up to Bally's or something like that.
Bally's, which is closed for years.
Okay, Club Fat or whatever. Like whatever the joint is. If he brought you there, it was like, the fuck? Oh, what's the place you went to on your birthday? If he brought you to
Ninja B. I was going to say, like, if somebody took me to Ninja B on the first date, and we were like, that would be something really fun.
And then you'd be uncomfortable because
I wouldn't.
Then you might,
because if I fell or whatever,
no.
my underarms would not be stinking because I would reload my deodorant. I would Google the place before we go.
And you gonna come with a goddamn duffel bag full of shit?
Okay, first of all, I don't need a duffel bag for these pits. Anyway, that would be something cool for me, like something interactive that we're doing together. That way we can get to know each other. He can get to know some of the things that I like. We can chat, but still have fun at the same time. Then go to dinner afterwards and have a conversation. Share each other's ideals, listen to each other's past lives, that type of thing. And that, cool. And if it all goes well, then maybe he is getting his dick sucked at the end of the night. But
I gotta deal with fucking 6 hours of an ear beating just to get that.
Maybe you want to hear what I have to say.
Yeah, I might.
Okay.
What I'm saying to you is that if I go on 10 dates, there's maybe 2 to 3 women that actually.
Okay, but I don't believe in. Okay, it's gotta the Steve Harvey effect of we gotta go on 50 dates before we are screwing. Like,
is that what he says?
you know,
Before
think
he
like a
leaves us
man.
ruined.
Okay, he don't say it like that, but like think like a man, act like a lady or whatever. I think it's like 3 months, whatever. The bottom line is a woman knows when they gonna give it up to you when they first meet you.
Is that true?
Yes. Hence why you didn't get it on the first night. So anyway, leave it in the comments, y'all. What do y'all think? What does your first date?
You could be a next lady.
What should your first date look like? What have you guys done on a first date? Give some advice for people that probably just don't know what to do. Because honestly, Prince Donnell is dropping some gems that people are hating on.
You can get your picnic.
This is our segment of What's Wrong With You? Brian, what's wrong with you? You didn't even remember the name of our segment.
Those just jokes.
Anyway, in this segment, we talk about some things that we may have seen while we were out during the day, things that we have talked about or gone through with each other, and we're like, what is wrong with you? Things we may have talked to our friends about, whatever. This week's What's Wrong With You? What's wrong with you? Every time I come in the house and I'm drinking something, eating something, you're trying to throw my plate away before I'm even done eating it. What's wrong with you? Why do you do that? Tell me.
First of all, you messy. And if anybody knows Lachey leaves a trail of Lachey everywhere she goes in the house. Turns lights on, it's no. So I have to go behind her and clean up as she's making a mess for my own sanity.
No, he doesn't. He's telling all
They're absolutely
lies.
messy.
No, I'm not. I don't believe I'm messy, okay? I just feel like I don't feel like cleaning up 24/7 like he does. He'll wash the clothes and he was immediately folding things up. Mine might sit for a day or two. That's cool.
But it ain't a day or two.
It is a day or two.
It's like a week and a half.
No, it's not. That is such
a...
You're lying. You wash every day. Anyway, we're not going into this right now. So that's your issue, that I'm messy?
You are messy. See, I think when you hear messy, you think like she's trifling or something like that. She's nasty. No, you just messy. You're not like disgusting. I don't like it. But you're not like nasty. It's just messy.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brian is a chronic neat freak.
I'm not a chronic neat freak.
He doesn't really, he's a tidier. That's what he is.
That's fair. I'm not a neat freak.
Yeah, you are, and it's really annoying. So anyway, we're gonna have a chat about this off camera. Thank you guys for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Please feel free to like, subscribe, comment and share this video with your friends. Leave some comments letting us know some topics that you would like to hear us discuss on the show. And we hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. And always remember, always wipe.
Whoa.
Always wipe front to back. All right. See you guys next week.
Cut it out.